apologize. My phone picked the absolute worst time to update.
Hello.
You know, Max. You know. Yeah. You want some of that, huh? Hi, Carrie. Hi, Barb and Birds. Hi, Sharon. Yeah, Tango's not here today. But yeah, we'll give everybody a chance to join now that we've gone live. And then we'll update with our news. The news is I can't use technology today. Right, Max? Yes. Yes, yes. Has everybody put in guesses as to what our news are on some of our posts? Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, we've gotten some really, really cool guesses. Hi, Tiki Tiki. Hi, Pie Girl. And oh gosh, everybody's coming. This is so exciting. So what we'll do is get hooked onto Facebook. Then I'm going to go poops Max. That's right. Then I'm going to make Max a quick snack. Oh, you want some apple, Mom? I don't think we have any apples. We had a squash, but I got it delivered yesterday. When I picked it up today, my thumb went right into it. I was not at all impressed. Hey, Connie. Yeah, it is super, super exciting. It's awesome. Let's try this one again. So how is everybody doing today? Emily says Iowa 5 inches of snow, may get an additional 2 or 4. We've gotten lots of snow here too. We've gotten lots and lots of snow. It was actually pretty cold. Yeah, I know, honey. It was pretty cold yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna get that slotted there. Hey, Max. What's wrong? I don't know what's wrong, honey. We're just gonna get ourselves set up here. Ooh, whoopsies. Whoa, too far up. Sorry, folks. I just did it again, didn't I? Wobble. There we go. Okay. Mango's here, absolutely. And Mango was busy saying hi to everybody. There we go. We've got a little bit more space. There you go, Max. Oh, did you get something fun to play with? You sure did. I'm gonna go wash my hands and get Max's Eggies. Oh, you want trouble? You want trouble? What is trouble? Want some Eggies? I can go get you some Eggies. While you're waiting, did you want some pasta? I can go get you pasta. A whole stick of pasta for you, honey. One whole stick of pasta. Pasta's pasta. You're playing with it. Oh, Mango, I know you're part of the news too. I know. It'll be a few minutes. Now, if you think you know what our news might be, leave it in the comments. I want to see your guesses, folks. It's not very often that we get to share news like this. So leave a guess in the comments. I'm having a great deal of fun with all the hints I've been dropping. It's source. Well, I gotta cook this eggy, honey. Should take me about 30 seconds. Mr. Eggy. The shell is ready to go into that recycling thingy. Oh boy. All right. Okay, folks, this is exciting news. It impacts the entire flock. I think you're going to be just as excited as I am. Well, at least I hope you will be. It is incredibly good news for the flock. Incredibly good news. I know, Max. Are you excited yet? Are you excited about sharing all your news? Yeah, we don't have apples. So yeah, leave your comments what you think the guess might be. Whoops. Oh no, I just accidentally ended my live on Facebook. What the heck did I just do? I'm gonna try that again. I was trying to look at comments on Facebook and that did not work at all. Oh my goodness. Okay, apparently Facebook does not like me. Max, I wanted to go live everywhere. What the hecky who? Yeah. Right, folks. What about Mom? Oh, there's underfluffies. You wanted the art? I'm so sorry, Facebook people. I didn't mean to bump you. I went to check comments and I totally messed up. So yeah, let's go get your eggie, honey. Oh, you want an apple, but I've got eggies. Do you think an eggie would be okay? Do you think an eggie would be okay, sweetheart? You're such a sweet boy. Let's see if Mr. Eggie is cooked or not. Eggies are cooked. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. You know the routine with eggies, don't you, honey? Yeah, this time I didn't cook it. Or this time I didn't overcook it, I should say. Okay. Oh. Yeah? You're sure it's awesome? You're sure it's awesome? Oh, boy. Chris, we're in Canada as well. We're Calgary, Alberta. What about you? Hi, Evelyn. Yeah, okay, folks, we're back up. Hi, Jocelyn. Sorry, Facebook people, I messed up a minute ago. I went to check comments and I did something really goofy. So I'm glad you're joining us. We've got some exciting news. You dancing, Max? Okay. We're counting down to the big announcement. Hi, Carrie. Yeah. All right. Make sure you let us know in the comments what you think our big announcement is. I want to see your guesses. We've been doing a bit of hinting. I've been ready to explode with excitement to share it with all of you. I know a few of you may already know. Oh, wow. Yeah, we got some really lucky guesses, didn't we, Max? Yeah. I think the funniest one was right after I posted the first clue. 10 seconds later, we got a message from a very special vlogger who guessed it in one. And I said, how the heck? She picked up on the celebrity clue. She picked up on it. I thought I was being very, very obtuse, but she picked up on it. So there have been some hints that have been dropped in the last little bit too. Yeah, your eggs are so hot, Max. Okay, so I'm loving some of these. Carrie says I'd say the flock moved, but I'm probably wrong. Birds. Karen says you're adopting a new bird. Max. Michelle thinks it's a friend for the bird. Suzanne thinks Max becoming a new sister or brother. Emily thinks Max and Flock learned the new words and got their own movie. Barb's thinks that we won the lottery. Oh my gosh, so many good guesses here. Mango thinks he's being left out. Mango. Mango, sweet child. I've got special Aggies for you. I'm going to go give your brother Aggies first, Max, and I'm going to come back, and then we'll share our big news with everybody. Oh my goodness. Are those good? Maxwell, I've got Aggies. There you go, sweetie. Oh, I'm sorry. Tico and Tika need Aggies too. I've got Aggies for every birdie. Who else wanted Aggies? Hey, sweet child. Here. Aggies. Hey, sweet cheeks. Aggies. Oh, Tico's really hungry. Really hungry. Yeah, Max is excited. Ooh, Zulu Crafter thinks it's a book about Max and the flock. Connie thinks we're moving. Birds NNVA. Karen thinks it's a new plushie. Oh my gosh, I'm enjoying this so much. Raisin Keen says, I think she got 5 new birds. My gosh. Karen thinks we're going to become brand ambassadors. I love that Sherry thinks you've got a girlfriend, Max. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so many fun guesses. Hi, Einstein. Einstein, if you've got an idea what it might be, give it a guess. Yeah, Max is pretty happy right now. Maxwell. You want more Iggy's? Hi. It's okay, honey. Oh, can you get that? Oh, it dropped. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, I'm going to give another minute for guesses. And this is so big, I've actually made a sign about it. Oh, Patricia thinks we're going to be on TV. So many Aggies, Max. It's so good. So good. Oh, Max thinks he's starving. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Want one more? You want the rest of your egg? Here you go, hon. That's the one I caught on the way down. All right, folks. Can we get a big drum roll in the comments? Throw up some hearts. Oh my gosh, Einstein thinks we're moving to Texas. Emily thinks McDonald's has announced the new fries for Max, unsalted and warm, and only Max can have it. Oh my gosh. What? Any other guesses? Let's throw up some hearts. Are you excited? Let's get some excitement happening in the comments. And I've got our news written right on this board. Right on this board. And I'm going to flip that board in just a minute. Oh my goodness. Drum roll, please. Oh my gosh. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Well, I'm going to start by saying what it's not. The funniest guess that somebody had was they thought that we were going to marry Brian. Brian had a good laugh at that one too. No. Nobody is getting married. We are not leaving Canada. I'm so sorry, Einstein. We are not leaving Canada. And it's very unfortunate, but we have not won the lottery yet, Max. You shredded the last ticket. Do you remember that? Yeah. This is exciting news. It impacts the entire flock. And we are so crazy excited about it. Raising Cane says, Paul on Facebook asked if we were getting married. No. Done that once. Not doing that again. Or at least not planning to. And no, absolutely not. I'm definitely not pregnant. Folks, I'm in my 50s. I definitely don't need a non-feathered child. So here we go. Max, turn around, sweetie. Turn around. We got to show everybody our news. Turn around. Come on, turn around. You want to look at her over here? All right, Max, turn around. 10, 9, come on, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You want an apple or a chat? 2. And here we go. Here it is, folks. Our news. Oh no, Max, you can't chew on that, sweetie. Welcome home, Nicole and Flock. It actually should say Max and Flock, right, sweetie? So those of you who guessed, are we getting a new home? Are we moving? Absolutely, yes, we are. You want an apple too? You sure do. I'm just going to put that sign. I'm just going to show that sign one more time because it was so much fun. You want some awesome? Max, I am so super excited about this. I really am. See here if I can set that there. Oh my goodness. So I've been hinting for a little bit. I think a few people know. yourself a hand if you guessed it. Oh, Carrie says, our house in the middle of the street. Wow, I shouldn't be trying to sing apparently. Yeah, Max will toast our news. Today's mug was given to us by our dear sweet friend Sylvia when she came to visit us in Calgary. Tiki Tiki got the news. Yes. So. So, folks, I've been talking for a while about things in Old House that were not working super well. Does anybody remember some of the things I said? I didn't like the fact that I had a floor that was dark brown and showed every little bit of bird dander. Could never keep that floor clean. I was really worried about the neighbors. Actually, the previous place I lived in for a decade. And when I started out there, I had 2.5 birds, and I had 2.5 birds approved by the board. And our condo said that we're only allowed 2 pets. Oh, you're so excited, Max. Now, the half bird there was T-Cal. And T-Cal was indeed on my pet approval, because at the time T-Cal was spending a lot of time with us. So about 6 months a year. Oh yeah, there was a limit on any population. Now, so when T-Cal came to live with us permanently, it's sort of, well, we're kind of overstepping, but he was already approved, and it was sort of a case of how often he was there, and then came Mango. And Mango fit right in, and you know what? I decided, I checked with my neighbor very cautiously, made sure that I was not having any concerns there. And I wasn't quite as loud about Mango as I might have otherwise been. But yes, we got that really, really exciting news. So, and everybody here knows that Mango is permanent. But yeah, so we needed to do something. Other concerns with Old House, apart from shared walls and 2 Moluccan cockatoos. 4 birds too many. I can't hardly hear you. Yeah, apart from having 2 Moluccan cockatoos, who are some of the loudest birds, the house is pretty cramped. If you walked into my house, you walked in the front door, you had 4 bird cages, you had a small place to sit that was incredibly cramped, then you had the kitchen. And then you went upstairs to bedroom or my office. If I wanted to do something in the house, I put the birds to bed and Mango needed an early bedtime, I would have to go up and stay in my office. And I mean, I dearly love the birds, but even if I wanted a drink of water at night, I'd have to go to a bathroom tap. I couldn't go downstairs to get myself anything. Right, Max? But yeah, we are just super, super excited about it. You want to step up, Maxie? Oh yeah, you do. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to work. I've got 2 cameras on 1 tripod, so we're going to go take a look out the window. Now, I'm not going to mention the name of the neighborhood just out of security, but here's our window, our front window. Now, folks, we're not completely moved in. So, whoa. Everything's rotating on me. Sorry, folks, let's try this again. Let's put that back there. Let's put this back here. Wow, it's going to be kind of bright, but you know what? I'm going to just step in front of the camera. There we go. So, yeah, this is a front window. I'm not mentioning the name of the community because I like to have a little bit of security around the birds. But this place has really, really tall ceilings and really, really big windows. So lots and lots of light. I'm going to walk over to the window so people can take a look out the window. I will tell you, because it's going to become pretty obvious when you look at our videos, that it is a new community. If you look outside, that's my car, that's the Maxmobile, and you can probably see that they are building a whole bunch of brand new homes out there. And over there, we've got a bunch of digging equipment. I don't know how well that's coming out on the video, folks. I'm sort of trying to hold tripod with two phones on it and not have them swing too much. But definitely, Max, you've got a lot more room. Now, I've not completely moved yet. I've got an idea here. I'm going to, Max, let's see, will this swing around? That will swing around. Okay, Facebook folks, I'm just gonna swing around here for a second. And whoa, sorry, YouTube folks. I kind of messed that one up a little bit, didn't I? I have no idea what I'm pointing the camera at right now. Sorry, folks. I'm going to have to just fix this briefly. Perfect. Oh, come on, you. Come on. There we go. There. And if I flip this around, then I can see what I'm pointing the camera at. So over here, now, the only other question I've got is, am I pointing the cameras at the same thing? Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Okay, what am I pointing at here? All right, I think I've got the cameras aligned. So lots and lots of space. I can actually swing a bird around in here and not hit somebody. Max loves this idea. There you go, Max. Woo! What the heck, Mom? That was dizzy making. I wasn't ready for that. Yeah, but there's lots and lots of room in here. Now, I've partially moved, so I don't have a lot of furniture in here yet. The reason for that, because Dad's been in hospital, all of my attention has been over there. But I want to sort of give a little bit of a quick tour of the house. So behind us here, we have Tico's cage. Tico's hiding in the very back corner here. I got the cage closed right now because I'm walking around. I don't have the cages necessarily in the final positions right now, folks. This is my living room. I'm waiting for, and I'm going to do this for a second. Can you guess that I'm waiting for blinds? Yeah, I am waiting for blinds. Right now, I've got a bunch of paper up on the windows, mostly for the security for the birds. The first day I got the place, I had somebody peeking in here. That was not a good thing. So this keeps people from peeking in. And it also gives Tico a bit of security. Tico's got a small forest on top of his cage, so it's not as scary, but we've got all this lovely light from the top windows. So blinds are going to take a little bit to get here. I know, it's exciting, isn't it, Max? Got Tico over here. Tico's playing hide and go squeak right now. He's being a little bit quiet. Over here, I've got T-Cal, and I'm hoping I'm in place for T-Cal here. Sorry, folks, I've got a little bit of a mess sitting here right now. I'm going to flip on the light. Oh, and I think this light. Yeah. Oh, I've got lights everywhere, folks. This is T-Cal's cage. Mango does not know it yet, but C-H-A-I-N. He's going to be super happy about that. I'm going to try and hang a swinging thing with that. I just set it there for now. So T-Cal is just in here at the moment. Now, please excuse the mess. I've got boxes of stuff everywhere. I've got a huge kitchen. And when I say huge kitchen, I lucked out. I'm going to walk over here. I'm going to keep walking over here. Really tall cabinets. Now, Max, you cannot chew on these cabinets. Ever. So there's plenty of storage space in here. Lovely space to cook. If you know me, you know that I love to cook. I really do. So that's super exciting. It is a big kitchen. I'm super lucky. It does have an island. As I said, I apologize for a little bit of a mess right now. I have minimal furniture in here, so it's looking bigger than it really is. Mango, because the flock is here, I have to work from here. And I set my work kitchen up. I set my work computer up over here temporarily because I don't have any furniture in my office yet. Moving is going to take place a little bit later. For those of you who are wondering, Mango's being loud. For those of you who are wondering, absolutely, this is a freestanding, so I don't have to worry too much about neighbors. Sorry, folks, I've got to navigate here. I'm going to go down the hallway, and this is the feature that I absolutely love about this house. I'm going to just turn the camera here. The birds have, the bird cage needs a bit of a clean right now, folks, so bear with me. The birds have their own room. Mango here has his own room. Well, he shares with Max. They've got a window looking outside. Max is super excited about this. But a bedroom of their own is something that's been very, very important for Mango. I'm actually taking the doors off the closet here so I can have another probably roommate in here. But I'm not moving him in until I get the blinds there. But yeah. And then there's going to be play stands out front. Now up back here, Max has been loving watching neighbor TV. You can see there's a whole bunch of snow, but I want to show you what Max has been watching on neighbor TV. He's got big green equipment. It's been super exciting. He's got, what's that over there, Max? That's a new neighbor's house. Yeah. So out back. Magoo! Mr. Magoo! Why are you screaming? Oh boy. But Max has been watching neighbor TV and he's, woo, big fluff. He's really been enjoying watching everything that's going on outside. But when I say a new area, folks, I mean a new area. They are just building it. The other thing I have down right here, and as I said, I apologize for a little bit of a mess here. As I said, I'm still moving in. Max, you've got a shower right here that you can have. It's a walk-in shower. We just need to get a perch installed. I know, honey. So you can come walk across and have a shower whenever you want one. Yeah. So super, super exciting about this. Max is excited. I am excited. There's the door. And then I've got stairs heading up to my bedroom and my office. So we did manage to get a little bit more space. Sorry, folks, I'm just trying to squeeze through here. We've got more space. It is super exciting. I will actually be able to have people over in this space. Living room is going to be play stands and all of that, so birds are not just stuck in the bedroom. Your buddy's sure being noisy. But yeah, so that is our super, super exciting news. And I'll just go look out the front window again. So those of you who, oh, there goes a magpie. Those of you who've been watching videos this week. We've done a few throwbacks, including some throwbacks of this area. Now, one thing that is super exciting here, folks, is, okay, I'm going to flip this around. Oh, hang on. I see what I have to do here. Sorry, folks. Flip this around, and then we're back on Bert. So, yeah. Thank you, folks. It will actually be better once I have some furniture in here. But this house has really tall ceilings, which is super exciting. Yeah. Oh, you are excited, Max. Let me see if I can get you a cookie. Yeah, I've got stuff everywhere right now because I'm slowly moving stuff over. Oh, you got a cookie. But the other thing that's super exciting about this place, I honestly did not think that I would be buying a brand new house. If you would have asked me if I would be buying a brand new house, I would have said, oh gosh, heaven forbid, no, I wouldn't be able to afford that. This one is called a spec house. And that means that it's a house that the builder basically started building and sort of said, hey, we got time, we're going to make some choices for people, we're going to start building it. So it was already framed up at the time that we spotted it. I've been looking for quite a while, and there's been a couple of things I've been looking for in a house. And it's been super exciting. Just sort of looking, and I've honestly been looking for quite a while. When I was between jobs for a while, that kind of sucked because I thought I'd found something, and then of course couldn't move on it. And when I've been looking, and your brother's still being noisy. I'll be back in just a minute. Mango! I know you're loving that echo. You're loving that echo. I know. A few of these little bitties here. I'm just going to hand them out to the flock on the way over. It's so weird having room to walk around and room to swing a bird. Of course, we wouldn't want to swing a cat because I don't have any cats. But yeah, here you go, Max. I've got a little bit of this for you, okay? Here you go. So we've been looking for a while. I see some questions. I'll answer them in just a minute. I've been looking for a while, and I honestly thought that new home was going to be an older house. I thought we were going to have to go for a duplex. I thought it would likely be a small town, one of the satellite communities around Calgary. I didn't especially love that idea because, as folks know, my parents are getting older. They're both 89, and I was worried about what happens if. And what happens if kind of came to play 8 months ago. But it's, so this was in play well before that. But when I ran into this place, the floor plan, Mango, the floor plan is quirky. I'll be the first person to admit that. It is quirky, but it is exactly what I wanted. I mean, if I would have drawn the floor plan myself, I would have drawn this. I thought that I was going to end up with a place with old, where I'd have to replace the carpet and replace the flooring and do this myself over time to save some money. I thought I was going to have to replace appliances. One thing with my previous place, a lot of my neighbors are replacing hot water tanks and fridges and all of that. So I knew those costs were coming up. Carpet in my old place needed to be replaced as well. So I mean, so I sort of knew that there were some costs coming up. But I sort of was looking and, sort of seeing what was out there. And I honestly thought I was going to be buying something that was older. When I ran into this place, I thought, yeah, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. I also had a couple of other requirements. One thing. Hello. Mr. McGlow, I'll be back in a minute, folks. I'm just going to quiet something down a little bit here. I know, it's super exciting. One thing I really, really liked about my previous place, I don't enjoy doing yard work. I really do not. I love planting flowers, but I don't enjoy doing yard work. I don't enjoy shoveling snow. Oh yeah, that's Mango bellowing in the background. So those are some things I really, really don't enjoy and things I really liked about the old house. So this place, because it is new. Hi Nick. We just gave our news. You're gonna have to rewatch the breakout of it because we gave a little bit of a tour as well. So what I enjoy about yard work, I enjoy having a place where I can plant a few vegetables. I enjoy planting flowers, but what I like having trees. I like having some stuff around, but I don't enjoy. I really do not enjoy shoveling snow and spending half a day just cleaning up the yard. So this place actually works out well. It is a very small area of land. Thank you, Sylvia. Super sticker from Sylvia. €2, folks. Say thank you and send up some hearts. Mango's feeling left out right now. Sorry, folks. That's something I don't enjoy. This new place, we are situated. Yeah. Mango. Shush. We're situated on a very, very small lot, which, that happens in the newer areas. So it means I've got room for the stuff I like, but not the stuff that I don't love. I'm right on a regional pathway, which means that I'm going to be building a patio out front. I've got a patio out back already. So no matter where the sun is, I can find some sun to sit with Max. My front faces west, my back faces east. So I can chase the sun around a bit. But my front is right on a regional pathway, and Max loves seeing people going past. He absolutely adores sitting out on the patio and meeting people. And that was something I thought I was going to lose. I've got a regional pathway out here. In the summer, I'm going to put together a small bistro patio area out front where I can sit with Max and he can visit with his beloved friends. But the really cool thing about the regional pathway, it means that there is a fairly wide boulevard between the regional pathway and the street. And then, of course, I've got my lawn between the house and the pathway, which gives me a little bit more frontage. I don't have to mow or take care of the trees that are on the strip on the other side of the regional pathway. I don't have to shovel the regional pathway. The only shoveling I have to do is my small walkway. This is ideal, folks. I don't mind shoveling a little bit but I mind shoveling and shoveling and shoveling and spending half an hour out when it's minus 30. So this is super ideal. Oh yeah, we are going to miss Teddy. We are going to miss Teddy. We've got a number of ponds and beautiful areas that are a short walk away. And the area that I showed you folks a few minutes ago, there's going to be a lake just on the other side of that. A small pond. So everything within walking distance. So it really, really worked out well. A treat. Then I've got questions to answer for people. My goodness, you are having a hard day, aren't you, honey? I know. And I need to move a big perch for you still. So yeah, so the birds are going to have multiple living spaces in here, which is good for them and good for me. So I had a few people asking in the comments if Santa, our friend from Parrot Trends, Sandy, I know Sandy and Santa, isn't that kind of eerie? But yes, Sandy will be able to get things to us here. She knows that we've moved and she'll be able to find us here, not a problem. So if you did want to do something for Max for Christmas, and that's only if you want to, you can arrange it through Parrot Trends. If you message her, you can select what you want and she will deliver to our doorstep. She always delivers to our doorstep a few days before Christmas, and she coordinates it for when she's in town because her business is just outside of town, but she comes into Calgary often. So she will coordinate that. So yes. Yeah, Sandy can get stuff to us, not a problem. We do have, hey, Max. Oh, hey, Mango. Mango's happy. He just got in trouble. The wrong bird got in trouble. I was going to close the door there, Mango. I know you're having a really rough day. I know you're having a rough day, honey. Quieter. Yeah, right now this place has a wicked echo because it's all hard surfaces. Once I actually get my furniture moved in, it's going to be a lot more comfortable. I'm super excited to move my bed in because I've been sleeping on a cot because I sleep where the birds are. So yeah, super exciting news. Oh yeah, Parrot Trends is fantastic. She does not ship to the States. And if you say you're in the States, her website might say you can't buy from her, but you absolutely can. She is a super active member of our local Parrot Club. I know her quite well as well, and I've got I always put in regular orders with her as well. Quite often she'll meet up with me to if I've got an order coming so that we save on shipping, usually because my order is way too heavy to be trying to ship at a reasonable cost, and she's in town often. So we're not super far from where we used to be, and yes, Sandy knows that we're moving, or we've moved, and she'll be able to find us, not a problem. So yeah. So you can definitely take care of that. Karen says, Sharon, someone needs to tell Lori and Tango. Lori messaged me right before the stream, and I let her know that we were having a news release, and I sent her few pictures I took this week. So there are going to be a number of videos about New House. You're going to see some videos of Max watching Neighbor TV as the workers are working outside. I wanted to sort of hold off a little bit on sharing the news and just sort of have, have a little bit of guessing and have a bit of excitement. One thing that's definitely impacted the joy of the New House for me a little bit, and I'll be perfectly upfront about that, has been the fact that Dad's been in a hospital. And I'm going to give a little bit of an update on that as well. For those of you who are regulars, you know that 8 weeks ago, oh my gosh, 8 weeks ago already, my father had a major stroke, and he is 89. Mom's 89 as well. So they're definitely getting up there. So he had a major stroke. He has been in the hospital ever since. Now, my father was the primary caregiver for my mother, and they lived independently. I'm an only child. So suddenly, I'm not just dealing with Dad being in the hospital, I'm also making sure that I'm taking care of Mom. So my time has been really, really tight. And one of the reasons I don't have all my furniture over here yet is I'm still packing up old house. It's a little bit ridiculous. It really, really is. But, I've been doing what I can, and my time's been constrained because I work full time. I've got the birds, but as soon as I moved the birds over here, I wanted to beat the weather. I moved the birds over here. I moved a cot over here, and I've basically been camping in the house and working out of the house, and this has been home base for me, just so I'm here with the birds. But I've got some super exciting stuff to share with the birds now that they're here, and now I can share some of the photos. But I wanted to make it special for folks as well. So an update on Dad. Dad has been getting better. He's been getting healthier. He's been getting stronger. Like anybody else, good days and bad days. He's, 8 weeks is a very long time in a hospital. He's not going home. He's going to be going into a care facility. And we've been trying to work with the transitions team on this. They've got a rule that you've got to take the first place that's offered. Well, the first place that's offered, now keep in mind that every day I drive over and pick up my mom, take her over to visit Dad, take her home, and then I have to come home myself. And we've been doing this every day since Dad got into hospital. And quite a few times I go back for a second visit myself. So that trip to pick up Mom, take her to visit, take her home, and then for me to come home myself, at the first place that we got assigned, it would have been 140 kilometers, 2 hours of driving in ideal weather, much longer in winter, just to do that trip. Not including the time to get Mom ready to go out, not including the time visiting Dad, and oh my gosh, I don't know how to do that. I don't have enough hours in a day. And I mean, lovely facility, but it was not going to work for me. And I pushed. I spoke with the lady and I said, geez, this is not going to work. And I explained why. And I said, it's important for Dad that he has regular visitors. It's important for Mom that she sees Dad. It's important that we keep all of this happening. Yeah, sorry, our hands are tied. I talked to the person supervisor. Sorry, our hands are tied. I went over and looked at the place, and the day I went over to look at it, we had bad weather, and it took me forever to get there, even from home. And I explained to the person there, it's lovely, but we'll be, if we take this, we're going to have to move the second something else comes up. And that's not super fair to you, and they don't especially want this to happen either, because it's a lot of work for them. And he said, well, usually you can't do anything, but I'll talk to them. And I talked to everybody who would listen, and I said, hey, this is not going to work too well. I begged, I pleaded. Then I heard back, and I was told there's a second location that's just come up. you're supposed to take the first place offered because we can't leave you sitting on a wait list. But because another place is coming up, we can offer you that one instead. And they thankfully broke the first match. So second location, it's like, oh my goodness, how bad is this going to be? Well, folks, new location for my father is a 5-minute drive from this place. Now, it's a little bit further still to go get mom, bring her to dad, and then drop mom home and come home myself. But dad's going to be within a few minutes from me, which is ideal. A few people are asking why mom does not come move in with me. She absolutely hates birds. Why doesn't dad come in and move with me? He needs 24/7 nursing. I did talk to transitions, and with mom in the question, there's just no way I can manage that. How do I support her and be here for dad 24/7 and only have nurses come in a few times a day? That's just not going to happen. So yeah, everything did turn out quite well. But of course, I'm going to be scrambling to get things moved, and not only myself, but get my dad moved and settled. So I am pretty excited about the house, but it's been a bit tempered with the fact that dad's been in the hospital. But yeah, so that's sort of where we're at with that. And I'm trying not to overshare about what's happening with my family, but I know a lot of you who are regulars want, you do want to know what's going on. You're curious why I'm not responding as much. Quite honestly, if you want to support me, keep watching my videos. Keep commenting, keep liking, and maybe watch an extra video or two. If you're not subscribed on YouTube, pop over and subscribe on YouTube. If you're not subscribed on Facebook, go pop over and subscribe on Facebook. But yeah, just interacting with our stuff and watching a few extra videos can help our channel, because our channel definitely has noticed that we're not here as much. Algorithm's not showing our stuff to as many people, which kind of sucks. But yeah. So, things are working out well. Things are looking much brighter here moving forward. And I think everybody here understands that family comes first, right? I've got to take care of my parents first. One piece with this house, I also wanted to upsize a little bit because the universe has a really foul sense of humor, folks. It really does. What I honestly thought was going to happen was that my mother was going to move into care first. I was anticipating something happening there, and I was anticipating not wanting to see dad living on his own. So I wanted a place where I could have enough room that I could move dad in and not have to have him bunk on top of a bird cage. So that was one of the considerations here as well. And right now that's not working. Kelvin says the algorithm's burying his their bird content. Yeah. But yeah, just search us out, watch a few of our extra videos. On post, you probably noticed I've shared a playlist from YouTube of Christmas videos, and I've been sharing a few of our favorite videos from past years. We're not going to be doing as much Christmas content this year. It takes a lot of time to do the specials. We will do a special. Absolutely, we will do a special. But we're not going to be doing daily specials the way that we have done previous years. So, I'm going to refer you to some of our previous year content. We'll keep the regular content coming. I'm trying to post daily. If I don't get to a regular video each day, I'm at least posting a number of shorts, so there's always content. But make sure you check out some of our previous year videos from Christmas and let us know which ones are your favorite. If you're not a fan of Christmas, and I understand not everybody is, grab one of our other playlists and revisit some of our walks in the park or something, because we've got so much fun stuff. Yeah, Carrie says, I was my mom's caregiver after a stroke. It was tough. Yeah. Carrie, what kind of stroke did your mom have? My dad had a major stroke. He had surgery to remove the clot. It was, the first stroke that we knew of was a major one. Apparently, he had a couple of previous ones that showed up on scans, but were non-symptomatic because they were in hind portions of the brain. But dad's stroke was frontal lobe, so that impacts ability to reason and whatnot. Yeah, Karen, Christmas is hard, but I always try to make it special for the birds. I did share a post of Tico looking at the tree from last year because I ran into that photo, but I'm going to show you something here. Christmas tree is going to be going up pretty quick here. Yeah, I'm sorry, Max. There we go. It actually works fairly well having both cameras hooked onto the one tripod here. Oh, Karen says, I've got a DVT in my leg and I'm praying the clot does not move. I'm now on a blood thinner. Oh my goodness, Karen, my thoughts are with you on that. That is so scary. One of the reasons Dad was in the hospital for so long is when they did surgery, they went in through the femoral artery and snaked their way up to his brain. You can sort of liken it to a roto-rooter. I know some people don't like you being light about stuff like this, but that's essentially what happens. They were monitoring the incision site in his femoral artery very, very closely the first 2 days. Every 15 minutes, somebody was checking. Dad did not realize why they were doing this. He was able to think, he was able to communicate. He was quite foggy. He was stuttering a lot, but he was there. And, he just had such a confused look on his face. I finally said to him, I said, you do realize why they're checking that, right? And he says, no. If something was in my brain, why are they checking my leg? And I had to explain it to him that, yeah, that was the incision site. But a number of days after that, after the surgery, Dad was super uncomfortable and he does not like to complain. He does not like to complain about anything. And this is, well, I think you can think of it as a character flaw. He was very uncomfortable. He was trying to just sit through the pain because he wanted to get out of the hospital as soon as possible, didn't want to bother people. And oh dear. So what happened was it started bleeding and it was swelling and he threw up a few times and he was in immense pain and his pee was red and I walked in on a full code. Folks, it's the scariest thing in the world to see when you see your father on that stretcher in the hallway surrounded by a code team as they're prepping him for transport and they are moving fast. When you see those backpacks, you know exactly what's going on. I walked in to visit him, had Mom with me, and I guess I am oversharing a little bit here. I wasn't planning on sharing this, but folks, you're my inner flock, so that's okay. But Mom didn't quite follow what was going on. She was worried that his glasses might get broken. That was her biggest worry, and she kept going, but what about his glasses? His glasses might get broken, and I really did not want to clue her into her hearing's pretty poor anyhow. A nurse did the greatest kindness and just, turned around and told her very loudly, very clearly, I'll take care of his glasses. I said to Mom, they're taking him downstairs for a scan, which was absolutely true. But she did not realize it was a full code. And I was just sitting there with my heart, my heart had sunk. I had no idea quite what was going on, but Mom was upset enough about his glasses. So, dementia does weird things to people, right? So, Dad came through that, but he was pretty uncomfortable. He wound up laying flat for an extended period of time. It hurt to eat. It hurt to urinate. Everything hurt, and he was not moving around a lot. When you're 89, not moving your body and not eating, your body tends to go after muscle pretty quick. So he definitely had a longer recovery, and he definitely had a bit of a drawback there. But yeah, so I mean, the light's at the end of the tunnel here. I'm pretty sure it's not an oncoming freight train, but I'm just thrilled that he's doing well and that he's hopefully going to be out of the hospital here in time for Christmas. And we can definitely start having a little bit of a better life with him, more meaningful visits, because face it, folks, visiting in a hospital room is not at all fun. You know, it's a pretty tough place to be. So, yeah, so we do have some good news there. But, folks, I'm so excited to have shared our news about the house, about the move. It's super, super exciting for us. It's, if you joined us a little bit late, make sure you roll back and you watch the full video, because we did a quick walkthrough and a quick expo of the house. And as I said, I apologize that things are a little bit messy right now. I've still got a good echo. I've not moved furniture in here yet. That's what comes next. Got a few boxes to finish packing, and then the movers can move the furniture, the boxes, and I don't have to haul that stuff myself. I'm in my 50s. There's some stuff I definitely can't carry the way I would be able to 20 years ago. I'm being a realist here. But yeah, so it'll be so much better once I actually have a little bit of furniture in here. Carrie says, my dad's 79 and I'm thankfully still healthy and mobile. So glad for you, Carrie. Yeah, no, dad's 89. So, I mean, both my parents are 89. They've already beaten the odds, right? I mean, they are doing really, really well. Oh my goodness, Wendell's is at the vet and almost passed on Monday. Raising Cane says his pancreas isn't working properly. Oh no! What can they do for Wendell? Is there a medication? Is it a diet change? What can they do to help him and help you? Because I know how very special Wendell is. You know, our thoughts are with him here. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, Sharon says that Wendell is diabetic and the enzymes aren't producing. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's pretty rough. The flock's here for you folks. Sharon Raising Cane is on both platforms. She's talking to us a little bit on YouTube right now. I don't have my Facebook comments fully open. But let's send up some hearts and let Raising Cane know that we're thinking about her and Wendell. Throw up some hearts, send some love in the comments, send her your support, folks. That makes, I think, a huge difference. Just knowing that the entire flock is here. You know, we are all here with you, Sharon. I'm just checking Facebook right now. Jocelyn says, I'm just going to put down the music for a second, Max. I'm just going to pick up the Facebook camera for a minute. There we go. Sorry, folks. There's my Facebook camera. I can read it a bit easier here. Jocelyn says, my dad's 90, still cooking. Good for him. Yeah, dad turns 90 next May. And you know what? I have faith he's going to make it there. Thank you, PJ. It really is super, super exciting, even though it is in a brand new area. We've got lots of construction. I mean, I think that's part of the adventure. You know, the big hail damage at the old place that was fixed all summer showed me that Max is okay with a bit of construction. My flock was okay with it. So moving into an area where there's construction happening is not a big panic for me. So yeah, things actually worked out super, super well. Thank you, PJ. Jocelyn asks, are you far away from Robin? Actually, not too far at all. Um, I remember this summer we going for a walk with Robin, and we were talking about, I was talking about what I was looking for in a place that would better support the birds and be better. Mango needs that bedroom, and I needed a little bit more space and all of that. Yeah. Oh, Charles, Max is ready for a nap right now. Mango, though, is so very, very happy with having his own bedroom and his own space. I can't wait to get a little bit of furniture in here, Charles, so you and Val can come visit Mango. Right now, there's nothing really to sit on if you don't count a couple of counter stools. Um, yeah, I'm still finishing packing up old house, but just because I've spent so much time at the hospital and supporting mom, I've not had quite as much time as hoped to get moving and get everything going. Yeah, Max is just ready for that nap. I think Mango's napping too. Mango was getting a little bit loud earlier, but yeah. Mango's actually been having a lot of fun watching neighbor TV as well. First time he saw some big equipment, he was definitely all for, I'm going to go hide in a box. Thank you very much. I don't want anything to do with this. But Max was sitting here right beside the window going, hey, this is super cool. So Mango popped out and said, well, what you watching, Max? And the two of them were just sitting there watching, just fascinated. Max was so fascinated when they started digging a foundation out back. I showed earlier sort of where I've been working over here, just set up on my kitchen counter with stools. I've got one stool there that Max was sitting on with me. One morning he was really upset, so I just brought him out to sit with me. It works as a perch. It's what I use for things like Palooza for a perch. They're older stools, so but very easy to move. But I just popped him out there, and the next day I went. I was about to get into a meeting, and Max is my ringleader. If he's quiet, everybody's quiet. And I asked him, "Do you want to come sit with me?" And they were just starting to dig, and he said, "No, Mom, I'm watching neighbor TV. Go away." He was happier watching them dig a foundation across the alley than sitting out with me. So that also says that he's quite enjoying neighbor TV, right, Max? Max, I think you need a shower right now, sweetie. I know. We got a shower perch for you. We'll get you set up. Yeah. Yeah, there's some stuff that's still getting settled here, but you know what? Things are really, really looking up. I'm super excited to have Dad closer to home. I'm super excited that we've got this place and it's so good for the flock. The flock has places to sit out in the main room. I've got to move. I still have a few perches to move. I went with the minimalist move. And my theory is home is where the birds are. So, yeah, I was not planning on sleeping on a cot for quite that time, but you know what? It makes me appreciate my bed even more when I get it. It's, but I can tell you I'm too old to be sleeping on a cot, right, Max? Yeah, yeah. No, but it is exciting. It really, really is exciting. We've got some, you know, yeah. Paul says Mango's too quiet. And Sharon says, Paul, it makes me nervous when they get quiet, just like kids. So very, very true. Okay, folks, I'm just going to put down. Oh, I wanted to show folks Facebook land. So this is what I picked up here for secondary tripods. So I can have two devices on the same perch or on the same tripod, which makes it easier to dual stream. And yes, we don't have our window coverings yet. Those are coming. All right, I'm going to slot that in. I can sit there securely. I'm going to do the same with folks in YouTube land. So yeah, that's basically my dual streaming. This is my new thing that this can just slot into. And then I've got the second one here, the second clip here for the second phone. and I'm just using my really old phone for my friends on Facebook land and my current phone for the folks here. But yeah, if we just look out the window, you can see beautiful Chinook arch out there. But the birds are really, really enjoying it. Tico's pretty happy now that he's got his little jungle at the top of his cage. It gives him the opportunity to play hide and go squeak in his cage. Max was a little bit upset at me, and I think folks picked up last week that Max was mad at me. When I moved, I actually replaced the perch because his old perch was grotty, and Max did not like his new perch at all. So I wound up putting, of all things, just 2x4 in his cage to perch on with clips, and he decided that one was acceptable. Wasn't quite what I was planning for popping on a perch, but Max is happy and that's fine. I've got toys still to put up for the flock. I try not to change too much at once, and I'm sort of trying to give them a new toy each time I go out. Well, a new old toy each time I go out, just so they've got something to play with and something to interact with. Yeah, yeah. No, I mean it is definitely learning curve, moving with the flock. Oh, your brother just woke up, Max. Max, you need a shower too today. Looks like we've got a Chinook arch and the weather's warming up. One thing I never do with the birds, I try never to shower them when it's too cold outside. Now they're inside, so why should it matter? My biggest worry is if my heat ever goes out, I don't want wet birds. So, yeah. So, I think it's supposed to warm up a bit for tomorrow. Actually, what's the outside temperature right now, Max? Oh, it's only -12. It's positively balmy compared to yesterday. Yesterday was bitter cold. But yeah, so Max, maybe you and Mango can have a shower tomorrow. Would that be good? We got a shower perch. Yeah, I know, honey. I know. Yeah, no, it is super exciting to see everybody. Super exciting to share our news. Now, folks, I'm going to show you some more. I try not to make promises right now because I'm spending so much time trying to deal with everything that's happening with life. But if I can, Monday's video will actually show some of the process of getting this house, including it during construction. I have one really cute story to share before I sign off today. I know we went a little bit long today, but I think it's good. I mean, get to hang out with some of my friends and share some of Max's news. But the first time that I came up here after we made arrangements for this place, I drove up and parked out front, and on the drive over, I've been telling Max what was happening and that we'd have a new house and whatnot. And you're being a goose, Max. Come on up, honey. Climb up. You want some music? Want some music? Pulled up. I told him all about it, and I said, "See, Max, this is our new house." And we got out of the car, and I walked up onto the sidewalk, and I started walking up towards the house along the sidewalk. I was not supposed to be on the property, but I could be on city property. One of the rules of the builder. But as I walked along the sidewalk, Max sort of started leaning, going, "Hey, there's a front door over there. I want to go see it." So I think he definitely understood me. Oh, exciting. Max did when he got into the house, he realized, hey, we got high ceilings. Hey, it's a big empty space. Hey, my voice echoes. Yeah. No, Max understands this stuff. Yeah, I had a friend help with moving the bird cages. I wanted to do that before the cold weather hit. So that's why I moved in partially and not fully. Not the most comfortable way to move, but that's okay. You know, everything gets sorted in the end, right, Max? You like that, don't you, Max? All right, folks, I'm going to bid everybody a great day. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I hope you get some good news coming your way. And if you missed the earlier part of the video, I did a quick tour. I announced the news. We had so much fun with that. And I'm so glad that everybody was here to hang out with us, to share the news. And it just feels so fitting to release it to all of our friends here first. Immediately after the stream, I'm going to post some photos on our supporters pages on Facebook and YouTube. And a little bit later, I'll post them up on some of the channels. I am going to go through some of our guesses, the people who were making guesses as to what our news was. I'll pick a few people at random for some Max mail. We've got, I'm thinking do up a card and a magnet, just a little bit of fun, because I think it's always fun to get some fun stuff. But it's honestly been fun hanging out with everybody today. I'm going to, there we go. Yeah, thank you so much to Sharon from Raising Cane. Really, really great to hang out with you. Thank you, PJ. Thank you, Jocelyn, Miriam, Yolanda, Charles, Debbie, Susan, Laura, Edward, Paul. I think I mentioned Paul already. Terry, Mark, Ed, Hillary, Helen, everybody from our Facebook page. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to end Facebook first. Bok Bok, everybody. There we go. That one's ending. I can put that down. Boom. And folks on our YouTube page, thank you for hanging out with us. We love each and every one of you. We're super excited to spend the morning with you. We're super excited to share some of the news. We're super excited about sharing a bit of Max TV, maybe with Max watching some of the construction work. Oops, I'm sorry, honey. That was a new feather I was going after. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hope I'm thinking about you, Sharon. Hoping Wendell's doing better. Yeah. I hope to be back to Einstein soon. It might not be this weekend, but hopefully by next weekend. Bok Bok, everybody. Can I get a Bok Bok Bok, Max? Can I step up and Bok? Up. Oh, you want to stay there? Do you want to steps? Up. You want to step up and Bok? Bok. Oh, do you want me to walk him back to his cage? All right, let's walk back to the cage with Max. Don't you dare baptize my floor. You've already done that once. Oops, your brother's door is closed. What do? Do you knock? Okay, you knocked. Thank you. You don't get to chew on anything there. Yeah, okay. Oops. No, honey, your door is shut. Hang on one second. All right, you want to pop in? Want to pop ups? Oh, you don't want to pop in. I said, no, honey, I want you in, not on. Maxwell. Yep, Nope, he's gonna climb around on. And Mango's right over here. So it's gonna be Mango's time here in a minute. I was doing a little bit of quick sweeping. Apparently I need to sweep again, Mango. You made a big mess. But I'll shift some birdie's cage so that Mango can come out. Yeah, Max. I know. Are you enjoying Neighbor TV? Yeah, you've got a big, big window there, don't you, sweetheart? Yeah, I'm excited too. We love each and every one of you. Bok Bok, everybody. Thank you again